Follow through with me on this makeup process. Yeah, I actually drew this off camera, then I'm gonna draw this now for you guys to see how it's going to look like. Okay, so I'm using just brown, the brown shade. Then when you get to the front, you do this. Very simple. Try to like bring out the strokes, you get me? So the front here, you just like bring out gentle strokes, just like this. Take it all the way to the back while being really gentle. So this is what I have for my eyebrow. Yeah, and to make it a bit you know, more defined and a bit more pronounced, I'm just going to mix a little bit of, so I use brown. Yeah, I use brown kajal for this. It's looking too brownish because I use just the brown kajal, so I'm going to add a bit, you know, a bit of black to it. So I'm just going to mix a little bit of black to like give it this more defined look, you know. So that's what I'm going to do. Make sure it's not too dark, oh, because if it's too dark, you'll be looking like Ojuju. You'll be looking like Ojuju Calabar. So I'm just like, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. So this is the brown, this is the black. So I'm just like trying to like get a darker shade of brown. And after I'm done with that, I just like trace all through, you know. I want to make sure it is not too dark, you know, because if it's too dark, it's not gonna be cool. Yeah, so you see what I'm doing, just like that. Okay, so you can see this is more pronounced than this side. It is not too dark and it is not too, you know, light, like it's not too brownish. Okay, so then the same goes for the strokes. You just make it a bit darker, just like this. You see, just like that, just like that, right there. So that's it. That is what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna like make this a bit more pronounced, more darker a bit. So let's go. It's coming together. It's coming together already. Yeah, make sure it's not too dark, especially for fair people. We just do this to like make the brows more defined, you know. Just to make it more, give it this more defined look. Nothing too dark. You see what I'm doing? Just like that, just like that. So remember, I mixed, okay, you can see the black and brown to get something a bit darker, but not too dark, not black, because you're a fair person. So we're going same thing for the front. Bring out the strokes gently. Okay. Ta-da! So now it's time to conceal. Yeah, let's conceal these brows. And you want to be very careful when you're concealing your brows, because it's a very delicate procedure, so you don't mess up, you know, what you've drawn on your face already. So for my concealer, I'm going to be using 2 shades lighter than my foundation, okay, to conceal my eyebrows. So here we go. You want to make sure that you're really careful. So you want to start concealing your brows just the same way you started drawing your brows. Exactly the point from where you started drawing your brows is where you're going to start concealing from, which is this edge over here. So you start from here like this. So you just be very careful so you don't spoil the arc of what you drew already, you know. So you just be very careful. Okay, so when you get here, you also want to make it very slim, but at the same time you're careful. So when you're done with that, with the under eye, you take your blending pot and you blend through quickly before it gets dried up. So you blend through quickly, just like that. And for your upper eye, like the upper eyebrow, I'm going to be concealing with my foundation, the same shade of foundation that I used for my face. So start from here, same way. Have to be very careful. Okay. Okay, so we are done with this eye. Just like that, you blend out. You blend it out all the way through, all the way up. So see the difference. And then we're going to this other eye now. For this other eye, for the left eye, the same thing we did on the right. You start from where you started drawing your brows. So this brows is a bit bigger than the other one, so I'm trying to like make it the same. So I'm gonna like cut through more of, yeah. So I think it's looking alike now. Make sure that when you're concealing your brows, you're very careful so you avoid unnecessary errors. So okay, so blend it in a bit. Blend it just the same way, you know, the same way you blended the other ones. So So just blend it like that. I'm done concealing the under part of this eyebrow, so it's time to conceal the upper side. So start from here. Make sure you're careful, gentle. You have to be really gentle. I noticed I cut too deep into this one while concealing the upper eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my kajal. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my kajal on my hand and like just fill it up since I cut too deep while concealing. So just like this. Do the same thing here, and that's it. Okay, I'm done with the brows and they're looking so cute already, but we are not done. All right, we still have our eyeshadow and lipstick to do, so let's get to it. Because I want a more defined brow, I'm gonna go in with my nose contour again to give my brow a more defined brow and make my nose, you know, more pointed. You know what I'm saying, right? So just like this. Okay, it's coming true. It's coming true. For my nose contour, I'm using this shade right here. For my nose contour, I'm using this powder. This shade is a bit, you know, darker than this other ones here. Not so dark, but something that is just, you know, gonna make your face pop. And one thing about makeup is that you are the one in control of your brushes. You should control your brushes. Your brushes shouldn't control you. So take it off like that. This way too. Okay, and we're done. So now it's time to do my eyeshadow. So for the base, I want to use glitters. So for the base, I'm just gonna do something really mild that matches with my skin tone. So I'm going to be doing a mix of this and this color together to give me this soft base, you know. So here we go. These two. Remember something I said, I wanted something really mild, calm, nothing too shouty, you know, because I'm using, I just want to use glitters on my face. I don't want to do too much because I'm rushing out. So there we go. So the eyeshadow color you use for your base for your eyeshadow, you could also like bring it out here, so like your nose becomes more defined. You bring it out and make sure it's like sinks into your brow, so you can have this more defined look. So you see, it just blended in. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. It just blended in, just like that, just like that. I'm done with that. It's time to apply glitters. For the glitters, I'll be going in with this pear color. Yeah, this one right here. It's sort of pinkish, but I love it. It's so sweet. But before then, I need to apply my glitter glue on my eye first. All right. Not everywhere. Just place it where you want. Place it where you want your glitters to be. For me, I don't really like my glitters being all over my eye, so I just like it in a very small corner of my eye. So I use this to take it, and then okay, it's looking sweet already. It's looking so sweet. Wow. And I'm not done yet. Damn, I'm gonna do the same to the other eye. I'm going with my glitter glue. Remember to make sure your eyes are closed while applying your glitter glue. Okay, so same thing on this eye. When applying your glitters, you don't have to be stingy with it. Apply it generously. You know what I'm saying, right? Apply what? Generously. So that your eyes can pop. Okay? And I'm not even done yet. Look at how pretty I look already. Oh my god, sweet. So sweet. And I'm not done yet. Okay, so we're done with the eyeshadow. And the next step is to go in with kajal for the under eyes. So when you're doing your kajal, you really have to be careful, because you don't want any funny stain. Yeah, you don't want anything staining your makeup and stuff. So you just have to be really careful while applying it. I'm gonna do this off camera, so it's gonna be fast. Yeah, I lied. I'm doing it right here so you can see how it is. Okay, so you can see how it's been applied. So I'm going in with my kajal, black kajal. So you want to make sure that when you're applying your kajal, it sits like you apply from the inner corner of your eyes. You make it sit in there. You be careful, very careful, so that you don't ruin your makeup. So I'm done. I apply on the upper part of my of my eyes, just like that. Just like that. You see me? So when you get to this part, you take it like this, just like this, so you can get this you can give you this cat eye finishing and give you this lifted eyes. So take it like this, and backwards. Can you see what I'm doing? And then you do the same thing here. So you do the same thing for the outer corner of your eyes, like this. You know, for the outer corner of your eyes. Just like that. And I come to the left eye, same thing. Okay, then over here too. So you can see the same thing. So you can see it's coming together already. It's coming together already. Okay. So we are done with that. Some people will say apply kajal before you're setting, like apply mascara before your setting spray and all of that, but I feel like if I apply mascara first and then I apply my setting spray, I feel like it reduces the content of mascara under my eyes. So what I do is apply my mascara last. Yeah, so we are done with that. And then I have to set my under eye again because I want my under eye to look really bright. So for that, I'm going in with the setting powder. You want to make sure that your setting powder is very little. If it's too much, your under eye is going to crack and you ruin your makeup. So I want to bake. This is the baking stage. So carefully, just like that. Also gives your makeup, your shadow, this lifted look. So don't forget, your setting powder has to be very little. You see, I'm dabbing off the excess. So I go in with this here too. So I did the same thing for the other eye. Remember, your setting powder must not be too much. I want to make my nose pointed and slim, so I have to set my nose again so that it can give me the pointed look I've always wanted, you know. Then you come here a bit so that you can have this defined jawline. And that's it. So you can see my under eye is looking brighter than the other parts of my face. So when you're done with that, you have to make sure you dust off the remaining residue from your face. Yeah, like this, like this. Like this, you like dust everything away. You dust off the remaining residue. So I feel like, okay, and here, don't forget to apply powder to the top of your brow so it doesn't like look wet and give this wet, you know, look, finishing look. If you want to make your nose brighter, you can add a lighter color of powder to the middle of your nose. It's not compulsory, but I like to do that to give my nose this highlighted, you know, finishing, to give it this bright finishing, you know. Yeah, mix the nose really gives it this pointed finishing, you know. Then you could go in with a little more powder if you want, like to places of your face where you feel need powder. So when you're putting in your powder, you don't do your powder like this, like no. Let me show you how to do it. Okay, so this is it. Here you dab, so it sinks into your skin. You dab, okay. So I'm gonna add a little bit of lighter shade of powder under my eye. I love my under eye very bright. Emphasis on very bright because I'm a fair person, you know. So different strokes for different folks. Some people don't really like it too bright. And okay, it's time to set my face, and we're done. So time to set. And take note, when you're applying your setting spray, you don't like bring it very close to your face and like, no, you're gonna smear your makeup. So what you're going to do is you place your hands afar off, you know, and you spray from a distance, just like this, Can you see this when I'm spraying it? No, you can't. That's because my hand is far away. Okay, so woo, this looks so sweet already. So after that, I'm going to apply my shimmer, my highlighter. I like to call it shine shine because it shines so much. Like when you put this on your face, when you enter a party, everybody will know that you've arrived. Or when you enter, like when you get to any room, everybody is just going to know that somebody arrived, somebody's here, that kind of thing. So you also want to make sure that the shine and all that is not too much, because if it's too much, you're going to ruin your makeup. All right. And the next on the line is the lipstick. Let's do lipstick together. So I'm gonna use this for the base. You have to be very careful. I start from the middle here. Okay. So this brown is just like a base. It's like a bit light brown. If you're a dark person, you need to go for the darker shade. I don't think I have that one here to show you. So I go in with my concealer first. Reason being that I want to make my lipstick a bit calm. I don't want it too shouty, and at the same time I don't want my lips breaking. So that is why I go in with my concealer first on my lip, and just like this. A bit, not too much. And after that, I think I want to do something peach like today, since I have that on my eye. I'm usually a nude girly, but let me try this. This will be really nice too. So, and then I smack my lips together like this. So, ta-da. So people don't like to gloss their lips. You can leave it like that if you want, but I love to gloss mine, And then finally, I'm going in with my mascara for my eyes. You could use for those of you that like lashes. I'm not really lashes girly. You could place your lashes before you do your mascara. That's preferable. Same for the other eye. I like to do my mascara last after setting my face, so that the setting spray doesn't like make it wash or like reduce its contents in the process of applying it. Then we do same for the under eye. For the under eye, you have to really be careful so that you don't smear your makeup. You do the same for the other eye as well. So just like this. Ta-da! And I'm done. So this is, let me bring the camera close. So this is the final look of my makeup. I did it in less than an hour 30 minutes. I think I did it in an hour 10 minutes. Yeah, so looks good. I know. So I'm good to go out. Ciao ciao. So the thing is, most makeup artists find it really hard to like do makeup for themselves on their faces, but I think for me it's actually like the other way around. Like I'm very comfy, I'm very comfortable painting my face by myself, and I even do way better painting other people's faces. So like I swing both ways and I'm good to go. If you learned one or two from this video, kindly subscribe, comment, like, and share, because I'm going to be dropping more videos that you're going to love. Thank you very much, and bye.